Hello from Mexico. So I want to jump on today and chat about the ways that I make my income from social media, from my phone, from recording these videos that you're seeing here like every single day, and dive into that a little bit more. Ways that I make money, which I actually was not expecting over the last 2 years, was through UGC and content creation, essentially like posting on my social media. And one of the reasons, and I'm saying this first, is because there's a ton of content, there's a ton of courses out there, and I'm definitely obviously aware of that. I see the courses that are out there, and a ton of people are like, oh, like, you don't need to be an influencer to make money, you don't need to be a content creator to make money. And I just like want to reiterate that there is such a market for people who are content creators and for people who take photos when you're traveling, people who take videos when you're traveling, whether you're doing it for fun or you want to monetize it. Like, if you're doing that, that is something that you can monetize. I love like sharing behind the scenes. So it's like I was able to make, 4 figures just from staying at a hotel and creating content there. And the brand flew me out, covered my flights, covered the hotel room. Plus I made 4 figures for creating content for that 5-star hotel. So there is such a market for content creation. And I just want to remind you that if that's something that you love, if you love videography, if you love photography, if you love posting on social media, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, like there is such a market for it. So just keep showing up and keep posting. My income on here is through digital products. So I also teach content creators like yourself and like me how to monetize your content, because a lot of people, are showing up on social media. They're posting their content on social media. They're like, oh, I'm traveling to XYZ hotel, or they want to work with hotels. And I teach them how to really package up their content creation, how to pitch hotels, how to pitch Airbnbs, how to pitch brands, so that you can actually start monetizing your content that you're posting anyways, that you're taking anyways. And that's what's so cool and so fun about what I do is, I've never been someone who I feel like you could just, squeeze into a little box. I'm always just like, okay, I want to do all the things. And so it's really fun having the content creation side of my business and also having the educator side of my business, because fun fact, I actually have a master's in education. So I have the whole like education teaching background. So it's really fun to kind of weave that in to my business of content creation. And so yeah, if you are someone who wants to make money from social media, just know there are so many different avenues, so many different ways. There's 1,000 ways you can make $1,000, and just keep showing up and keep pursuing things that light you up, because when you're pursuing things that light you up, they lead you on a path. Everything is a staircase. I will never forget when I was first graduating college, I was so nervous about finding the right job. I was like, this has to be the right job because this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. No, sorry, that's not what I'm doing for the rest of my life. It's realizing, and if you literally have like the job that you want to do for the rest of your life, that's amazing, great. But for a lot of people, just know that following your heart, following your intuition is just like a step on the staircase, and just you're going to continue walking the staircase. You're going to continue figuring out what your next step is, and each decision that you make is a redirection or a direction onto a path that you want to take. So I fully believe in following your heart and following what lights you up, because that's going to lead you ultimately onto a path of you're doing things you like to do, you're making money doing things that you like to do, and you're living a life that you are obsessed with and you don't need a vacation from. So yeah.